The origin of American college football can be traced back to the rise of muscular Christian beliefs in the 1860s, an ideology that blended Christian faith and physical excellence to counteract the ongoing trend of social Darwinism and athletics. Alongside muscular Christian ideals, the book Tom Brown's School Days by Thomas Hughes popularized the interest in aggressive sports among American college students. This eventually transitioned into an interest in football as a common university sport. The first ever intercollegiate American football game was played in 1869 with Princeton versus Rutgers. This game marked the advent of American college football. Shortly after the first intercollegiate football game, most football games were played in a spontaneous pickup game format with little seasonal scheduling for games. The formation of intercollegiate conferences in the 1890s helped remedy this problem and brought more structure to each team's game schedule. For example, the Intercollegiate Conference of Faculty Representatives, now known as the Big Ten Conference, was formed in 1895. Comprised mostly of teams in the Midwest, the Intercollegiate Conference of Faculty Representatives promoted the formation of school rivalries and helped attract college students' interest in the sport. As the interest in football among American college students grew in the 1890s, football struggled to gain a similar interest from its surrounding communities. However, through the Progressive Era, from the 1890s to the 1920s, progressive educators encouraged universities to connect their surrounding cities and towns. Essentially, they believed that football would add to the unity of each community. While progressive educators played an important role in attracting a citywide interest to collegiate football, there are several other national figures who revolutionized and popularized the sport. Namely, Walter Camp of Yale University, who is often referred to as the father of college football, contributed several innovations to the sport. Specifically, Camp established a standard of the 11-person team, as opposed to the traditional 15. He standardized the scoring system with numerical values and created the new aspects of play, such as the safety, pass interference, penalties, and the neutral zone. In addition to contributing all these technical aspects of gameplay, Walter Camp also formed the first All-American team in the year 1898. Although his term as a coach extended well into the 1900s, another important coach in early college football was Amos Alonzo Stagg of the University of Chicago. Throughout his career as a coach, Stagg eclipsed 314 wins at Chicago, from the 1890 to 1946. He also made several noteworthy contributions to early football. Specifically, Stagg developed the lateral pass, adopted the use of helmets for gameplay, created the man-in-motion and Statue of Liberty plays, and implemented the concept of putting players' names on the back of their jerseys. The advent of American college football in the later 1800s also included the early development of our very own football program here at Ohio Northern University. Formerly called the Ohio Normal University, Northern formed its football program in 1893. Originally comprised of only a few players, the football team at Northern expanded as the departments of law, pharmacy, and engineering began to draw in new students from the cities. Mr. Henry Solomon Lehr, the founding father of Ohio Northern, allowed students to use his property for playing football and allowed gameplay so long as students continued to prioritize their academics. In 1894, Ohio Northern played and won their first intercollegiate game against the University of Findlay in a 20-0 decision. Football at Ohio Northern continued to grow throughout the 1900s and became a well-respected legacy for generations to come.